Hi there, this is Geoff from geoffmobile.com, and I'm back today with a little video blog update. I'll try to keep this pretty short. I want to talk about two things today. First of all is how to improve your public speaking skills, really easy way to learn how to do that. And secondly, what's a good way to become successful online? So the first thing, how to improve public speaking skills. For me, I've joined Toastmasters International in December last year. Toastmasters is a worldwide organization that has the purpose of bringing people together to learn better public speaking skills. It's really effective. You go to the meetings are highly structured. They also have time for people to give speeches that are impromptu, so you have to think on your feet. And the main component of it is you give your speech, and other people will give you candid feedback, but supportive feedback about how you can improve what they thought were the good things about your speech. So Toastmasters, I highly recommend it. I joined one at my workplace called the Best Run Toastmasters in Vancouver, but they're all throughout the city and the various countries. I know in China, when I was visiting there, they also have Toastmasters there too. And of course in England and probably Australia, everywhere else that you can imagine would have Toastmasters clubs. So check out toastmasters.org for that information. Second thing I want to talk about is how to be successful online. This comes from one of my favorite writers and bloggers and book writers is Seth Godin. You check out his blog. I've mentioned it in previous posts. I'm also going to post a link to his blog in the description below. I watched a video today of an interview with Seth Godin, and his advice, his number one piece of advice for people starting a business or online is the fact that the internet appears to be rewarding people who demonstrate consistent, sort of overflowing levels of generosity with their production of media, the generosity to make the world a better place. There's sort of two ways you can go. If you're really concerned about making a profit right now, you can charge people money to hear you play music, you can charge for your songs, you can not give away anything for free, but the danger of that is you might never ever get noticed by a large audience. You might die in obscurity. So that's the worst thing that could happen. If you give away everything for free, perhaps you don't make any money right now, or you can make less money now, but if you grow your audience, the worst thing that could happen is you'll have a huge audience knowing who you are, and that way you can figure out the business side of it later, in terms of if you have a big audience, the business part will easily follow that. Because where the attention goes, energy flows. Okay, so I want to give you a couple examples of that. You know, the website Twitter, which I'm sure many of you know of and use, the last 4 years of their existence, they've been giving away their service for free, and they don't really expect much in return. They don't have ads, and they don't really have any business model for a way to monetize their service. But because they're so generous in making the world a better place, causing countries to have better governments, causing news organizations to be more efficient, what's happening is that Twitter is getting a lot of attention, and they're getting a lot of money flowing towards them because of all that goodwill they've generated in the world. And I think they're not going to have any problem monetizing their business because such a huge audience of people who like what they do. And if it means we're going to see a few advertisement tweets in the Twitter timeline, I think people will put up with that if it's done in a respectful way. Other people who have made money a lot or got famous through giving generously to everyone, like philanthropists are definitely a good example. Like David Suzuki in Vancouver, BC, Canada, basically gave his whole life in terms of giving to the environment, raising awareness of important environmental issues, and now there's not a lack of donations flowing towards his organization. Of course, you can always support davidsuzuki.org below and check out what he's doing yourself. So just a few examples, but remember, the world and the internet seems to reward relentless generosity. So if you can take that away from this video, relentless generosity is what the word of the day is for me. I hope to see you again on geoffmobile.com, and thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!